What's up, rogues? So in today's video we're going to be starting the first of a series where I basically just go through all the weapons in game, give you the damage values, ranges, best perks, everything like that. Before we begin though, slight disclaimer, the damage values in this video are subject to change in possible future updates, but as of the time of recording these values are correct. So, today we're going to be looking at the Hrm-30ks, which is both Dallas's and Trench's AR. So to start off with, the Hrm-30ks is a 20 round mag, medium fire rate assault rifle that again gets used by both Dallas and Trench, and overall, if you've seen my previous videos, this is, for me, the best weapon in game. It's not my personal favourite, but this weapon can do long range, close range, everything. So, starting with base damage values, it will do, for a headshot, 36 damage per shot to the head, which makes it a 3-shot kill. That is absolutely crazy, and all of these values are taken without any body armour, so bear that in mind. But base damage, a 3-shot kill, that is insane. Then for the body, it's 24 damage per shot, which makes it a 5-shot kill, which is still incredibly good. However, it does drop off at 23 meters, and this takes the headshot damage down to 32 per shot. This increases that to a 4-shot kill. And in perspective, it makes the body damage 21 per shot. However, it stays at a 5-shot kill, and you're probably going to see a bit of a pattern coming on here. Then, at 38 meters, it drops off to its final damage values of 27 per headshot and a body shot of 18. And this makes it 4-shot kill to the head and a 6-shot kill to the body. In this game, bear in mind, there is no difference, and I've tested this, many weapons, many different characters, there's no difference if you hit someone in the toe, or if you hit him in, the upper chest, it will do the same amount of damage. As long as it's not a headshot, there is no multiplier of any kind for limb damage, so bear that in mind. Now, moving on to the level 1 upgrade of this weapon. This upgrade increases the damage range, and this is where it starts to get quite interesting. So, with the level 1 upgrade, all the damage values are the same, so you don't get an increased amount of damage, okay? You're not going to suddenly be hitting them and killing them in less shots. The only difference is you'll be killing them from further away in the same amount of shots. So, with the level 1 upgrade, it now goes to a 27 meter drop-off, rather than the original of being a 23 meter. It doesn't seem like a great deal when it's only, a 4 meter difference, but it can be the difference between life and death, or getting a kill or not getting a kill. On from there, with that level 1 upgrade, the final damage drop off is now 42 meters. And that is incredible. Honestly, there are so many games, and as it is currently, there's not a private game mode, so I can't show maps that have that kind of distance, but it's a fair old kind of distance. If you're hitting people from there, and you're still able to do anything, up to 42 meters, is still hitting that 4-shot headshot kill, or that 5-shot body shot kill, that is really good, really good, and that is what makes this weapon so devastating. Right, now, we finished with the pure damage values. Let's move on to something, and this is where I say it gets the most interesting, and where this gun really excels, and also doesn't. So, the hipfire. The hipfire on this gun is terrible. I'll be showing images on screen now of a before and after of the hipfire. I'm showing these images. The before is without any upgrade, so this is base weapon. And you can see the hipfire spread is not great, to say the least. Now, the after image is with the upgrade that on the game reckons it improves the hipfire accuracy. I couldn't see much of a difference. I mean, I can physically see a difference, obviously, but you won't notice this difference. If you're purely buying upgrades because you want to hipfire with this, I would suggest not doing that. You'll see in the background clips where I really tried to force myself to hipfire, and at times it seemed amazing, and at other times it was horrible trying to do it. It really was. So I would advise never hipfiring. This weapon is almost like an automatic sniper is how you want to be using it. It needs to be long range. At close range, only ever hipfire if, you know, they're trying to lick your teeth, for example. Now, moving on from there is the recoil upgrade, and this is amazing. So, the recoil on this gun, and again, I will show before and after, the recoil on this gun is abysmal. Like, it kicks so far up into the air. However, once you get the weapon upgrade that increases, or I should say improves, the recoil, oh, you can see such a big difference. You go from maybe struggling to contain your shots as much. Once you've got that upgrade, you're hitting every shot. It makes it a lot easier to hit them headshots, which is what you ideally want to be doing. And this is by far the best upgrade for this weapon. Better than any perk you can sort of have with the gun, better than anything. This is what you want to be going for. In terms of reload speed, I'm going to put a small clip on screen now, just showing how fast it is. In the stats on the game, it says, I believe, 6.9. That isn't seconds though. It doesn't take 6 seconds to reload. I haven't got the tools with me to be able to exactly precisely tell to the frame just how quick it reloads, but I would do my best to round it off and put a damage value or a time value on screen now. So from there, I'm going to kind of go into my conclusion on this gun. We've seen the stats, we've seen the recoil, we've seen the hipfire, the reload, but what do I think are the recommended upgrades and perks for this weapon? Because there's some weapons where I probably wouldn't even recommend upgrading past level 1, and I would concentrate on getting your character their top tier perks. This weapon, however, it is an upgrade machine. If you're not fully upgrading this, you're using it wrong. This weapon, straight off, I would advise, if you're using Dallas, other than his body armor, you fully upgrade. That is what I do every single time. After 2, maybe 3 rounds, if you're not quite as good, you should have the 15,000 in order to upgrade it. Easy. And if you're not fully upgrading it, you're putting yourself at such a disadvantage, both because of the damage drop off, but also the recoil accuracy. So trust me, fully upgrade the weapon, and the only perk that really I would advise using to benefit the weapon is the replenish perk. This is the one that, it is a 10k perk, but it does allow you, once you get a down, it fully reloads your current weapon and replenishes your ammo reserves. That is another top tier one, but not as much as just fully upgrading a weapon. I say that because the weapon's going to be used at medium to long range anyway, so you should have plenty of time to reload. But if you've got that 10,000 cash spare, there's absolutely no reason why this shouldn't be the perk you're dropping that money into. Mainly because if you're getting rushed, it can be really good. If you're able to get a few hipfire shots off and get the down, you can then get another down and another down. You'll see a couple of times in this video I get 2 or 3 people. It's excellent. This gun overall, in terms of my final thoughts, is an excellent weapon that wants to be utilised at long range. As you can see on the maps, or the map I'm playing in this gameplay, is another good one. A lot of long sight lines, or medium to long sight lines. When enemies are getting close, I'm using that hip fire. As inaccurate as it can be, it is an excellent weapon though. If you're choosing Dallas, I would all day advise using this gun, and if you haven't tested it out yet, why not? It's off-putting to some people because it is a little bit slow firing, it has a low ammo count. I get it can be daunting to use as opposed to maybe other assault rifles that have a faster fire count, or fire rate I should say, and that can be a little bit more forgiving. But trust me, this gun is excellent, and this has been my guide, my full in-depth guide. When private games come, I will probably be revisiting some weapons just in order to show what maps work best for them weapons, maybe. But for now, this has been, like I say, a full in-depth guide. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Stay safe. If you like this content, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.